Hi everyone, this is Dun. Following the previous lecture about acetabulum, in this lecture, I'm going to introduce the basic anatomy of quadriceps, sartorius, and iliopsoas. Those group of muscles are located on the anterior compartment of thigh. When it comes to the movement that produced by those group of muscles, the quadriceps could produce extension of knee and flexion of hip. And sartorius is quite complex when it comes to the action of body. It is flexion, abduction, and lateral rotation of hip and flexion of knee. As for the iliopsoas, which are the combination of soleus and iliac muscle, they are responsible for the flexion of hip. Let's come deep to the anatomy construction of those muscles. When it comes to the iliopsoas muscle, as the combination of iliac and the soleus major, and the origins of the soleus major is the lumbar and the thoracic vertebrae and its associated vertebrae discs. And for the iliac muscle, its origins from the iliac fossa or pelvic. And those group of muscle ends in the last trochanter or femoral. Regarding to the quadriceps, the most superficial or anterior one is the rectus femoral. As you can see in the graph, the origin of the rectus femoral is just below the anterior superior iliac spine, which is the anterior inferior iliac spine, and it ends on the quadriceps tendon. When we dissecting the rectus femoral, we could see the deep muscle, which is the vastus intermediate, and also the vastus lateral and the vastus medial. Those three groups of muscle origin from the condyle or the shelf of the femoral. The end of the quadriceps muscle are the same. They are all ended in the quadriceps tendon, connects the patella and the patellar tendon. The femoral nerve and the femoral artery are responsible for the innervation and the enriching of blood, respectively. The last muscle that I want to introduce is the sartorius muscle, as the longest muscle on the human body. As a biarticular muscle, the sartorius origins from the anterior superior iliac spine and ends in the tibia. As the sartorius muscle crosses two joints, it is responsible for the movement of hip and knee. So that's all. Today's lecture, I just briefly covered the anatomy or basic anatomy of muscle located on the anterior compartment of thigh and the iliopsoas muscle. Hope you found useful. And if you like my video, please don't forget to give me a thumb and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.